chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Got the quick completion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And it's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Wow.
Got
lucky there.
You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. It's Skinner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Doors. What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Now, a 4th down.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Right back to the well. Brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach. You know.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Quick handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can... games like this one.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The offense lining up for a first down play. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw.